shocking but not entirely unexpected. The All Blacks find themselves at a pivotal crossroads once again. After a painful defeat to Las Pumas in the Rugby Championship, the spotlight is now intensely fixed on their back three. Veteran rugby commentator Tony Johnson didn't pull any punches. He sees the current situation as eerily similar to the 2009 crisis, and he's convinced that a bold shakeup is overdue. But here's where it gets controversial. Should the All Blacks overhaul their most talented players, or stick it out and hope for better execution? Against the Pumas, New Zealand repeatedly stumbled in the aerial duels. The Argentinians, led by cunning kickers and tireless chasers, dominated the skies. Time and again the Pumas smartly tipped balls back rather than catching them outright, securing territory and possession with almost clinical precision. For the All Blacks, it meant battling not just for the ball, but for any sense of momentum. After the loss, assistant coach Jason Holland tried to calm the storm, defending wingers Rieko Ioane and Sevu Reece. He argued that the real aerial duties belong mostly to the fly half and fullback. But Johnson wasn't buying it. He believes the current back three simply isn't cutting it. To illustrate his point, he looks back to 2009, a year etched in all-black memory for all the wrong reasons. Johnson recounted an interview with former head coach Graham Henry. In 2009, the South African Springboks completely dismantled New Zealand's backfield, thanks largely to Fourie du Preez's ingenious contestable kicks and the speed of players like Brian Habana and J.P. Peterson. The result? 3 straight losses and a clear mandate for change. Henry, along with coaching heavyweights Hansen and Smith, openly admitted that the defeats forced a critical rethink. Tactical adjustments, new training priorities, and most notably, fresh faces in critical positions. That period of soul-searching gave birth to a dramatic reorganization at the back. Wayne Smith shifted from attack coach to a defense focus, devising strategies that prioritized neutralizing high kicks. By the time the next World Cup rolled around, Israel Dag had locked down the fullback spot, while Corey Jane, who had a true fullback skill set, anchored one wing. Even Richard Kahui, primarily a center, was drafted in for his impressive aerial skills. The coaches hand-picked players fearless under the high ball, changing their entire outlook on how the back three should function. And this is the part most people miss. Right now, Johnson believes it's inconceivable for the All Blacks to stick with the current trio. Will Jordan, usually electric, struggled badly under the high ball this match, but you might chalk that up to one-off day. Sevu Reece, on the other hand, found himself lost in defense multiple times, with his yellow card serving as a glaring warning sign. Even Jordan's own yellow wasn't just bad luck. It came after a defensive lapse when he dashed infield, leaving the outside wide open for the Pumas to exploit. So what's next? Johnson strongly suggests that another rethink is coming. While Jordan is likely too talented to drop entirely, the question is whether he should play at fullback or shift to the right wing. Imoni Ngarawa also looms as a possible fullback candidate, bringing his own well-rounded skills to the table. And there's Ruben Love, a player known for his fearlessness in aerial contests, something the All Blacks just can't ignore right now. And then there's Rieko Ioane, a player caught between roles. Last season, he sometimes looked like a winger playing center, but now appears to be a center awkwardly slotted onto the wing. Is this just an identity crisis, or is a lack of confidence spreading through the backs? The coaching staff face tough questions. Is it simply about demanding better from familiar faces? Or is it time for a brave new selection entirely? All eyes are on the Springboks now, who have returned to their old strengths at just the right moment, waiting eagerly for their chance at Eden Park. But here's the million-dollar question. Should the All Blacks stay loyal to proven talent and give them a chance to redeem themselves? Or is it time to ring in the changes and build a new back three from scratch? Rugby fans, weigh in. Is clinging to experience risky? Or is sweeping change an even bigger gamble? Drop your opinions below. This debate is just getting started.